Sorry about the wind in the video, but just finished up today's workout with the running, the deadlifts, and the wall balls. And this week, the coaches are talking to their classes about how to best use Wodify as a tool. Personally, I'm not the best at it myself, but I'm going to try to get better. And we've also been talking about what makes a workout RX, what makes a workout RX Plus, and what makes a workout scale. And the reason why I'm talking with you guys about this today is because I had to scale today's workout. Yesterday, I feel like I messed up my fingers pretty bad doing a handstand walk, so I really couldn't hold anything. And I sure as heck wasn't going to be able to throw and catch a wall ball. So I had to scale the workout around the injury and still, try to reach the intended stimulus, which was today, mainly cardiorespiratory. That was the focus. So I had to use some movements that was going to allow me to keep moving consistently throughout the whole workout. So I decided to go with a kettlebell goblet squat, which I subbed for the wall balls. Went with a 35-pound because the RX Plus option today was a 30-pound wall ball. So I went with 35-pound kettlebell goblet squat in the front rack. And that didn't really require me to, bend or flex my fingers too bad, so that was good. And then I did some single leg RDLs instead of the deadlifts. It was a mental battle, but I really wanted to do the workout RX Plus today with 275 on the deadlift, but I knew I couldn't hold a bar. So I had to kind of check myself before I wrecked myself, still take advantage of the class programming, and come in and get a good workout. And I did. Got my 4 rounds done, got a real good sweat, definitely focused on my breathing. I still got my squatting done, and I still got my hinging done, which was the main point of doing the deadlifts. So I just want to encourage you guys, even if you're not struggling with injuries, to recognize and accept the fact that scaling a workout does not mean you're a bad human being or that you're a lesser athlete than people who are RXing it or RX plusing it. But really what we're trying to do is push ourselves to our own relative intensity, which is the definition of CrossFit, right? Constantly varied functional movement performed at relative intensity. So yes, we write down the scores on the whiteboard. Yes, we log scores in Wodify, but it's a tool to track our own personal progress. So I'm going to encourage you guys, scale is needed. If you have to change one of the movements in a workout that has 4 or 5 movements, who really cares, right? But if we do change one of the movements or sub in something for another movement, that means the workout was scaled, even if it was only one movement. Same thing with the RX Plus, right? Like maybe you're using a drag rope instead of a regular rope. But if you're not doing all of the other movements specifically listed and stated as RX Plus, then you don't have access to that RX Plus button. So I think we all, including myself, need to take a bite of some humble pie, focus on the things that we need to get better at, and then logging our information in Wodify so that we can actually track to see if we're getting better. I really liked what Jason said earlier on this week, using Wodify as a tool, writing notes to yourself so that these workouts come back around, you know how you broke up your reps, or you knew how much weight that you did. There's nothing more depressing than repeating a workout and doing worse than what you did the first time. But if you didn't log your score correctly, or you didn't leave yourself any notes, who knows? Maybe you did more weight the second time. Or maybe you did chest-to-bar pull-ups instead of regular pull-ups the second time. So in essence, you made an improvement even though your time was slower. So anyway, use Wodify as a tool. If you did it as RX, make sure you did all of the movements as RX. If you did it as RX Plus, make sure you did all of the movements as RX Plus. And if you did the workout scaled, it's okay. I'm right there with you today.